WABC Radio.
Hey girl, what's up? I know, it's 1 a.m., so what are we doing? Oh yeah, let's totally go to that place. I love that place. Wait a minute. What is that? No, shut up for a second. There's like a light in the sky, or a bird, or something. Oh no, oh my god, it's getting closer. Oh my god, it's gonna hit me! Ah! It's an angel. Really? Oh my god, it's Frankie Russo. Yep, it's Frankie. I know, I thought he was a janitor at the local boxing gym too.
I guess you're half right. What's up, girl? Oh no! I did it again! I messed up my coordinate system!
Hey guys, it's the Frankie Russo Show, and here's Frankie!
How you doing out there? Welcome to Russo Nation. This is the Frankie Russo Show. Yeah, guess what? This is yours truly, Frankie Russo. Woo! Got a great show for you tonight, my people. Great show. Beautiful night. It's warm outside. The question is, where are the Americans? My people, they're right here. 47 Republican United States senators wrote an open letter to the leaders of the Islamic Republic of Iran. It has come to our attention while observing your nuclear negotiations with our government that you may not fully understand our constitutional system. Woo! Woo! That's what I'm talking about. First, under our Constitution, while the president negotiates international agreements, Congress plays the significant role of ratifying them. In the case of a treaty, the Senate must ratify it by a 2/3 vote. A so-called congressional executive agreement requires a majority vote in both the House and the Senate, which, because of procedural rules, effectively means a 3/5 vote in the Senate. Anything not approved by Congress is a mere executive agreement. That's what I'm talking about. This is all led by Junior United States Senator Tom Cotton of Arkansas. Second, the offices of our Constitution have different requirements, different characteristics. The president has 2 4-year terms. The United States Senate, for example, have unlimited 6-year terms. So, for instance, President Obama will leave office in January 2017. We hope before that. But being that said, what these 2 constitutional provisions mean is that we will consider any agreement regarding your nuclear weapons program that is not approved by Congress as nothing more than an executive agreement between Obama and the Ayatollah. The next president could revoke such an executive agreement with the stroke of a pen, and future Congresses could modify the terms of the agreement at any time. We hope this letter enriches your knowledge of our constitutional system and promotes mutual understanding and clarity as nuclear negotiations progress. That's what I'm talking about. The Americans now are lining up. This is going to be the war for this country right here, right now. 800-848-9222. I'd love to hear from you. Before we go to calls, I got a special shout out. Jack Casson of Michael's Restaurant in Brooklyn. Happy birthday, Kevin Pobbin. That's what I'm talking about. 800-848-9222. Let's get popping. Here we go. We're doing live stream at Facebook.com/Frankie Russo Show. Woo! Andy, what's popping, Andy?
Frankie.
What's going on?
Hey, it's Andy B checking in with you.
Yeah, we're ready to go. America's ready. The Americans are lining up. We're going to take on Obama. We got him on notice. Thank God Tom Cotton from Arkansas and other Republican United States senators, we're going to take on the president. We're letting them know that we're coming. What do you think about that?
I love it, except for that John F. Kerry's opening his big mouth again. Meanwhile, he was doing the same thing, going against the Republicans, going all over the world, to Russia, to the Middle East. He's got a big mouth. We've got to shut him up, and we got to get rid of Obama.
Exactly. And Obama, is a thread that runs through Obama's, the Holy Land Foundation trial to the 5 Taliban swap to the other situation with Muslim Brotherhood, Al Qaeda. There's a big thread that runs through, and you know I'd love to talk about it tonight if we can. It's something it's very revealing. With Benghazi, he was absent, and Al Qaeda was there. With Morsi, Muslim Brotherhood, they're aiding and covering up the radical Islamists. The Holy Land Foundation trial, where they dropped on prosecutorial discretion, they dropped the charges in favor of the radical Islamists. And then with the 5 Taliban swap, throwing human assets back into the field, that's direct violation of Title 18, Section 3339, 3339A, 2339A, 2339B. It's 1:20 in the morning, whatever. You know, material support, it's violation, putting human assets back in. This is, so in each instance.
And they're fighting. Some of these guys are like leaders, and they went right back to the fight.
That's right. And the Taliban, if anybody understands, the Afghanistan Taliban, in the National Counterterrorism Center, nctc.gov, that website clearly states that the Afghan Taliban worked with Al Qaeda, which was Osama bin Laden,
Yeah, no, Obama,
as
he's
a safe
ignoring
haven
it all.
to do the terrorist attacks in 9/11.
Yeah, no, Obama, he's ignoring ISIS. He's busy booking 2 different planes so he doesn't have to fly with his wife and his kids.
Absolutely, Andy. And so what I'm trying to say, Andy, and you're the greatest, Andy B.
Oh,
1
love you.
plus 1 plus 1 equals 3, right? There's a thread. Obama plus Al Qaeda plus Muslim Brotherhood equals the Defense of Islam, equals the Islamic State. The president swore to defend it on his inauguration in 2009 under oath. He swore to defend and protect the United States Constitution and execute the office of the presidency, so help me God. Then in Cairo, he said he considers it his duty as the president of the United States to defend and protect the negative stereotypes of Islam. So whenever the interests of Islam and the American people have conflicted, time and time again, Obama has chosen Islam.
He sides with the Muslims,
So
Frankie.
this is a breach of his oath of office. Those are impeachable high crimes and misdemeanors, my brother.
He's un-American. He's not an American.
So let me ask you, how things going otherwise? How's Tina? How's everybody?
She's right here. She had to come off my lap so I can have to concentrate for you, Frankie.
Hey, what do you think about the leader of the free world? Look at this.
Hey, Frankie, how are you?
Hey, what's up, Tina? How's everything?
Very well. I wanted to ask you, did you see the cover of the Daily News and the post of the child from the ISIS camps?
I didn't see that one. What was that?
It was a 12-year-old boy executing one of their prisoners.
Unbelievable. See, and everybody says, I mean, how can anybody side with the Gaza people, these Hamas?
It's really sad. They're training...
Israel is America. Israel is they're allies of America. How could any American side with this Hamas, this militant group, is beyond me.
Thank God you did that letter tonight, Frankie, because it's the first hope that we've seen in 6 years when we got 2 more years of this guy.
I don't think he's making it. I think this is the beginning of the end of the Obama administration.
I hope so, Frank.
Hillary Clinton. You know,
I wanted to tell you, what a liar. 30,000 that she got rid of the emails were mostly to Bill, but he only did 2 emails in his whole life.
Unbelievable, Andy. You're 100% right. Unbelievable.
With that Chairman Mao dress of hers.
Unbelievable.
Jesus.
Incredible. Thank you for the call, my brother.
Love you, Frankie Russo.
You're the
Rock
greatest.
on, baby.
Andy B. and Tina, God bless you. 800-848-9222. Just send them in, my brother. Who we got next? This is the Frankie Russo Show, 77 WABC, when New York comes to talk. Tommy in Staten Island. What's poppin', Tommy?
Hey, Frank.
What's up, brother?
About Hillary.
Yeah.
A truckload of lies.
Unbelievable. And nobody wants to talk about Obama. That's under his watch. He's the president of the United States.
Exactly.
So why doesn't anybody talk about him?
It's all like, listen to me, it's all Clinton double talk.
Unbelievable.
Typical.
She has the server. She has the server in her possession. She sifts the emails and it tells us we can release them now. Thank you very much.
There's no way, Frank, there's no way. Listen to me. I worked for the federal government for 33 years in federal law enforcement.
Unbelievable, Tommy.
Every email I had to send out was on a .gov.
Unbelievable.
Every one, every single one.
The people are going to wake up over here. I'm telling you, these United States senators it's our ray of hope. With this open letter to the Iranian the Republic, the Islamic Republic of Iran. I mean, this is craziness.
Nobody in the federal government that works for law enforcement, can have their private server.
It's incredible. And Obama says he found out about it through news reports like everybody else. And then after that, they're fixing it.
Yeah,
I mean, this reminds me of Benghazi all over again, right?
Yep.
My brother Tommy, I got to move tonight. I thank you so much for the call.
We'll see what happens, Frank.
Absolutely, my brother. Thank you for the call. 800-848-9222. We're kicking tonight. We're moving. What's poppin', Bubba?
Frankie?
What's up, Bubba?
Oh, boy, Frankie.
You got problems, kid. I know you're waiting for the wind to blow. You're all going to come out later, say it's over, it's old news. She's counting on it. They believe we're a captive audience. We got nowhere to go.
Oh, boy, Frankie.
You got problems, kid. Truth be told.
Frankie.
You got mail.
Oh, I got mail.
You got mail where you get servers over there, too? Is that your server?
I just got an email, Frankie. I just got an email from Hillary. And she said, tell Frankie Russo that she was not aware of the policy from the State Department. And when the IT guys came into our home in Chappaqua, they said everything would be just fine and dandy. So it's not Hillary's fault. It's Obama's administration's fault. It's his fault, not Hillary. And
right.
Please, Frankie, please.
Mr. President, in all due respect, you're a cool dude, but as far as a leader, as far as anything else, there's that's debatable. We have to talk about it. And, Mrs., I understand all that. It's craziness. She has responsibilities as the Secretary of State, the highest ranking unelected official appointed in the Obama's cabinet. And, she has nothing to do with nothing. And she released them as she felt it was convenient for her to have this server on her premises. I mean, it's craziness. It's, Mr. President, we're going to move on here tonight.
Oh, my God, no, Frankie, please.
Thank you so much for the call.
I love you, Frankie.
Okay,
please.
My brother.
Keep us in your prayers.
Absolutely. 800-848-9222. This is the Frankie Russo Show. 77's WABC. Love me, hate me, kid from Brooklyn, Frankie Russo.
Hi, Frankie.
Dale
How are
from
you?
Westchester. What's poppin', Dale?
Let me tell you something. I got a lot to say. First of all, wasn't it awesome that our president could not get out in front of the White House and say how sorry he was that 2 more policemen almost got killed?
It's craziness.
How impressive was that, right?
Unbelievable.
I'm sick to my stomach. Then you have that Sonny Hofstrom, whatever, on CNN, and Don McLean. You got that lawyer for the Brown family. And everybody doesn't get it. See, the problem is these little punks are going to keep committing crimes, okay? The police are not going to let them kill them, right? And they're going to keep these idiots keep promoting, oh, but he had no gun. Oh, but he had no gun. But he robbed a freaking store, right? And one tried to get a cop's gun. I mean, and then the one in Long Island where the cop was in a coma. When is it going to stop? I'd like to know, huh?
Well, Dell, this is unfortunate. Race relations, unfortunately, it's run amok under the Obama administration. You would think that it would be better. And unfortunately, Obama, as president, has been stoking the racial flames with Holder and other cohorts from Harlem and dividing the people. Instead of trying to bring Americans together, people are divided, and it's unfortunate. I listen to the young people, and, a lot of these young people, unfortunately, are not educated. They're pushed through the public school system. I'm not copping a plea for nobody, but, it's a very, very bad situation. And quite frankly, this race situation is not even the problem right now, because we're looking at, down the pipeline, a religious war. So, I mean, unfortunately, when things get really crazy, which I believe that's where it's headed, it's not going to be a nice situation, Dale.
Listen, you have to teach, like I said, I was a child psych nurse. You have to teach your children, like they had this cop on TV last night on Fox. Tell your children, don't go after the cops. Put your hands up if they tell you to,
Absolutely, Dale. I did. That happened to me. That happened to me.
I know you told me. Don't rob the store. Hello? Don't rob the store. Don't try to get a cop's gun. And then this friggin' TV shows keep saying, but he had no gun. But he had no gun. We're going to lose more kids. Nobody wants to see anybody die, but they're going to keep dying because the cops are not going to let them be shot,
Absolutely.
They want to go home at night, just like anybody else does. And I am so proud of these policemen. They're, trying to stay alive and protecting us, and they have so much crap against them. And I'm so embarrassed for my president. And when what's-his-face was over here from Israel, oh, my God, I was wishing he was my president. Wouldn't you want him as your
Absolutely,
president?
Dale. Thank you for the call. Thank you so much. You're 100% right. I'm sorry. I got to move on. I got a little more than 30 minutes. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for the call. 800-848-9222. Dale from Westchester. She was 100% right. Great call. This is the Frankie Russo Show, 77 WABC. When New York comes to talk, let's send them in. We got calls on the line, waiting to get on the line. Timmy in Staten Island. What's poppin', Timmy?
Frankie, baby, you came out like smoking Joe Frazier tonight. You were smoking tonight when you came out, kid. Let me comment quickly on the boxing match, and I'll do the politics. The big fight in May, Frank, I call it Mayflower versus the Sleeping Beauty, because Mayflower's been dodging Pacquiao for years now. And Pacquiao, in recent times, I mean, he got hit. He had his pajamas on. He was sleeping before he hit the canvas. So it takes a little luster out of the fight, but it's still the biggest fight at a time. So
absolutely. Money May's a good fighter. Come on. He may not be the best ever, but he's arguably the best fighter today. He's a good fighter, man.
Both of them are great
fighters.
I
like Pacquiao, too. He's actually shorter than Mayweather.
Right.
It's and you're right. The knockout is something that could be a problem. I agree with you. You're right.
He had his pajamas on. He was sleeping before he hit the canvas. But listen, it's a great fight. Pacquiao will hit the top of your shoes off if he can.
I think Money May by a decision, but anyway.
But you know why? I want Mayflower to lose, because I don't want Marciano to lose his record. But get on to
I don't
politics.
care about
quickly,
it doesn't matter to me. Go ahead, my brother.
Quickly. Politics. I'm going to talk Bush. I'm going to talk Clinton's quickly. Listen, if the administration, it's a national security risk, and everything you want to put in between it, when the administration does not know that the Secretary of State is using a carrier pigeon. And listen, folks, if you keep calling Jonathan Bush by his nickname, you're gonna get him the Republican nomination. That's a made-up name by the Bush people strategists. You're gonna get Jonathan Bush. You're gonna hand him the nomination. That's why they're putting Graham there in South Carolina to get conservative votes to make Bush win. The Bush people are strategic people when it comes to politics. Just when they run the country, they run it down. They run it, obviously.
So where's the saddlebags? You're breaking out the saddlebags tonight?
Listen, folks, break open the saddlebags, because listen, I'm convinced, Frank. You could.
Where you calling me from? Staten Island now or Westchester?
Morris Park.
Morris Park.
Staten Island. I haven't been. The last time I was in Staten Island, I think I've been on the Staten Island ferry maybe once when I was 2 years old. Listen,
my brother, thank you for the call, man. 800-848-9222. Please, I want to move tonight. We'll take comments. My email is frusso14@aol.com. We got a lit up board. We're going to take calls. Who we got next? We got
Hey,
Billy in
Frankie,
Howard
my
Beach.
man.
What's poppin', Billy?
What's good, boy? Yeah. Yo, Frankie, my man, those guys in Washington sent those letters to Iran, to the Ayatollah. When the Ayatollah sees those letters, he's going to call Obama, right? And he's going to say, how'd you get that guinea wop Frankie on the radio and call John Gotti to kick your ass?
The guinea wop, huh? Okay. Yeah, right? Frankie
You're a
Russo,
guinea
the
wop
Guido
bastard.
Wop, Dago Guinea from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
You better believe it, my brother. So let me ask you, 800-848-9222. This is the Frankie Russo Show. We got Richie in Sheepshead Bay. What's poppin', Richie?
Yeah, Frankie, you're really moving tonight, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, please, because I want to move. I want to get as many people as I can on the air. No
listen,
disrespect.
I just want, I'll move too. I just want to say that we're all one big happy Frankie Russo family. And in that spirit, I just want to criticize a fellow family member last week who said that those who are against politicians who hate them are un-American. You know, insulting someone or attacking someone personally doesn't make an argument. You make an argument with facts and logic. And if you have to resort to insulting someone, then you don't have much of an argument to make. My basic concept was that on the democratic type of system, rather than a representative one where the democracy...
Richie, your point is well taken. It's 100%.
Yeah, but just let me make this point where the people have the freedom to vote. The politician will be made, in large degree, superfluous. That was my basic concept.
Yeah, but Richie, as you know, and we've talked about this, your points are well taken, but the time frame, we're under the gun over here. You know, and I know.
I know that.
Right?
You have to work with what you've been given. I understand that.
So we have to go, we as Americans, and it starts with these 47 Republican United States senators that sent the open letter to Iran.
Yeah.
That's the beginning of the
I
Americans
agree with
taking this
you.
country
We got to deal with the hand we've been dealt.
Absolutely.
But I just want to tell my fellow family member, if he believes these politicians are truly representatives, pick up the phone Monday, try to get him on the phone. He'll be lucky to get the guy that runs the fax machine. Try to see him in person. You know, the majority of people don't vote because they know it's a charade. When you go to vote, you don't empower yourself. You empower the career politicians and their rich patrons. It's a government of, by, and for career politicians and their rich patrons. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Richie, great point. Unfortunately, thank you so much for the call. Thank you, my brother. 800-848-9222. We got 31 minutes left in the show. We're going to get as many people as we can on the air. Who we got popping next? This is 77 WABC. Gary and Inwood. What's popping, Gary?
Yeah, Frankie, I just want to know if you've had any experience with Hillary's venture into the fried chicken business.
I have no idea. All I know is she says she's got a server in her house. She went through the emails, and she said we can release them now.
Well, I had a server in her chicken place today, and I got the five-piece bucket.
My brother, thank you for the call.
No, Frankie.
Yo.
I wanted to tell you what's in the five-piece bucket.
What's in the five-piece bucket? Let me hear.
One left wing, 2 small breasts, and 2 big fatty thighs.
Thank you so much for the call.
You're welcome, buddy.
Thank you. 800-848-9222. We're going live over here, Facebook.com/Frankie Russo Show. You see me live on the video, and then we're archiving on Ustream. Frankie Russo video. 800-848-9222. Let's send them in, man. Joey at Tom's River. What's poppin', Joey?
Frankie, come down this summer for a dip. The waters be fine. But here's my point tonight. Everybody's talking about Obama didn't know about this, anything that Hillary was doing. You're telling me that Obama did not email Hillary Clinton in all the 4 years that he was secretary. She was secretary.
That's been confirmed by his press secretary.
Was it a .gov at the end, or did he know that it was going to a house server? He's the biggest liar to come to the face.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Point well taken, my brother.
Okay, and remember that. It's an old adage is to divide is to conquer. That's what Obama is about. If we divide this population. In many ways, we will conquer it.
Absolutely, my brother. Thank you so much for the call. We got under 30 minutes, 800-848-9222. I want to get as many people as I can on the air. We got Howard in New Jersey. What's poppin', Howard?
Frankie, good evening.
What's going on, my brother?
Going on is that I love the fact you're busy. I'm redialing here like I was looking for tickets on a giveaway.
What's going on, kid?
Nothing. Just you got to get a bigger, better show, man. In terms of more time in the air, so we can get on and they can talk to you and let the world know what's going on.
Absolutely. So what are we doing? What do we got popping?
What we got popping is your crowdfunding campaign. I just checked it out. It's coming along. There's people looking it over. They got it back. You give you some money to get your show bigger.
Yeah, we got a lot of visitors. We got to start throwing some money in the kitty.
Exactly. So they got to pass the 5-piece bucket. Look at that. And
we're going to buy more airtime and expand the show.
Exactly. Grow the show, man.
Grow this show, baby.
I love the fact it's busy.
Right? It's awesome. It's great. The people want to get on the air and express their views. Everyday people. People from the truck drivers to the nurses to the people that sweep the floors. Everybody. This is about Americans. All walks of life.
Exactly. We've got to stop the Abominomics and the special letters from the... it's just amazing going out there. A show like yours is what makes people... get that letter. I didn't even hear about it until I was on the show. Just tuning in.
Well, God bless you, my brother.
Hey, Frankie, thanks. Well, have a great night. Keep up the great job. I'm a fan for life.
You're the best, my brother. Thank you, Howard from New Jersey. 800-848-9222. This is the Frankie. We got Tommy in the Bronx. What's poppin', Tommy?
Okay, Frankie. I'd like to say that this Iranian situation where they want...
Don't get anti-Semitic on me.
Wait a minute. I haven't.
Okay, good.
I have not.
Don't.
That's detractors that were at it. Anyway, I'd like to say this. This Iranian situation where they want nuclear energy perpetually is bad news all around, and I think this can be traced to the people that sell nuclear plants, because the nuclear industry has an interest in this story somewhere.
Well,
and I just cannot think otherwise.
My brother.
Yeah.
Thank you for the call. You're probably right.
And in other words, and they're promoting it constantly.
I don't know.
They like us to have more nuclear plants here too, and it's insanity.
But you want to know something, my brother?
What?
The interest of this country has been compromised 40 different times. I'm not saying something that people don't already know. The radical Islamist, through the policies of the President of the United States and his administration, he has been favoring the radical Islamist from day one.
Yeah, but radicalism is one part. The nuclear industry is an industry that's promoting
whatever
itself.
the case may be, whether Obama's on their side or he's not.
And they've donated a lot of money to Washington, D.C. to promote this policy,
My brother, thank you for the call. 800-848-9222. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. All I know is we got Netanyahu. Let's let Netanyahu, Bibi, drop a bomb on those nuclear weapons in Iran. And the case over. Case closed. 800-848-9222. We got Johnny in Long Island. What's poppin', Johnny?
Hey, Frankie, first of all, you got to put a block on your phone so the people from Creedmoor can't call you, you know? Anyway.
Thank you for these. I love this show, and I appreciate the humor. It's beautiful.
Listen, just quickly, I'm tired of this anti-cop bashing.
Right? It's terrible.
These politicians, Obama, Holder, de Blasio, they do have blood on their hands.
Well, whether they do or
not,
I mean, that's up for discussion. They, obviously, they've definitely provoked and incited the racial flames. Absolutely.
Exactly. You know what I can't stand?
What?
The other day, Obama said regarding that Eric Garner thing, he goes, "We may never know what happened." We know exactly what happened. They had numerous credible witnesses and forensic evidence. We know what happened. I mean, he has a perpetrator mentality when it comes to the cops. He reminds me of David Dinkins. I can't stand it.
Well, my brother, in all due respect, it was a takedown, right? It was an accidental death. Unfortunately, the man passed away. He was there, and the minority business owners sent the police to take him away. And so this was not a racial thing. Also, the female cop was an African-American woman that was supervising the arrest. So this was not racial. So, my brother, thank you so much for the call, man. You're 100% right. I'm sorry I got to move because I got less than 25 minutes left in the show, and I want to get as many people as I can on the air. 800-848-9222. Send them in, my brother. John in Jersey City. What's poppin', Johnny?
All right, Johnny here.
Oh, my goodness. What's going on? What do you got going on? Because I want to move.
Listen, I'm going to extend my last week's message. Choline supplements are good for addiction.
Okay. I like choline. I use choline.
You know what the...
choline is good for the brain. They say also choline is good for metabolizing fat. It's my understanding.
You know what the Chinese government did to their addicts? They killed them. They shot them in the head.
Okay, so where are we going with this?
The answer is the choline in the tofu.
Oh, there's choline in the tofu? It's a substance it's highly concentrated in the Really? I didn't know that.
Soybean.
Oh, interesting. Thank you so much for the call, Johnny.
All right.
800-848-9222. This is the Frankie Russo Show. Send them in. Petey and Great Neck. What's poppin', Petey?
Good, Frankie. Frankie, I love your show because you let everyone talk. These other shows...
this is about the Americans. We're coming. We're going. We're building. We're coming back.
One thing quick, because I know you got a lot of callers. Listen, we're never going to control these politicians until we control the banking in this country.
That's a great point.
Bankers control everything.
That's a great point, man.
Look at one video, the rise and fall of the banksters.
My brother, that's a great point. You know something? That is an unbelievable point because that's the biggest threat to the Americans, to our way of life, is this economic system, which is a bankrupt government bailing out a bankrupt banking system. Is kind of crazy, no? 800-848-9222. Russell and White Plains. What's poppin', Russell?
Frankie, what I used to hear is politics ends at the water's edge. You know that phrase?
No, I don't. What does that mean?
It means that when it comes to going beyond our shore, we all work together. And you know what those 47 senators said in that letter to the leader of Iran?
What did they say?
They said the U.S. can't be trusted to keep its agreements. I mean,
are you kidding me?
That's what they said. And
I read the letter. I don't hear anything like that. You know, my brother, in all due respect, I don't agree with you. You're entitled to your opinion. This is America. I don't agree.
Don't be a hater.
How am I a hater? I'm a debater.
Well, because you're about to hang up on me. You know, if someone says they like Bibi so much, why don't they go to Israel? Because he's not even going to win over there.
Well, okay, my brother. Wait. Now, okay.
We should support it.
I read you the letter. Okay? It talks about the agreements and the role of the Congress that the president doesn't want to acknowledge.
It says that this country, our leader, cannot be trusted to keep agreements.
Absolutely. Obviously, he's been lying since his campaign. Is that a lie? Am I lying?
It's his campaign.
Since his campaign, he's been lying.
No, his campaign is not lying. He's the president of the United States.
Since his campaign, his selective service card is fraudulent. He went in front of the American people 22 times and said the executive order on amnesty is unconstitutional, and the 23rd time he said it's constitutional. He's a liar. His Secretary of State is a liar. The whole government is a fraud. Are you kidding me?
You sound like a hater, Frankie. You're hating and name
calling. How am I hating?
Because you're going, he's a liar, he's a liar.
He's a liar. He's not being truthful. He said he didn't even know about the mail, the server that was at Clinton's house. He didn't know about it. He said he learned through it through the news reports. Benghazi, he wasn't there.
Frankie, can I ask you one
thing? They dropped the Holy Land Foundation trial. They dropped the charges, the prosecutorial discretion. They dropped the charges on the radical Islamists. Is that a hater? Come on, my brother. 800-848-9222. Send them in, man. We got less than 20 minutes. We're popping over here at 77 WABC where New York comes to talk. Jeff in the Bronx. What's popping, Jeffrey?
Hey, Frankie Russo. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, my brother.
All I'm saying, Frankie Russo.
We're having spirited debate over here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yo, give the president a little bit of a break. You know what I'm saying?
Give the president a break.
I think try to give him a little break.
Are you kidding me?
President, please, come on, man.
Give him a break.
Yeah, just a little break, man.
How are we giving him a break?
Why not try to
You want to give Iran a nuclear weapon? Continue doing what Obama's doing.
Hey, Frankie, I'm gonna get
You want to give Iran a nuclear weapon?
No way, Frankie.
Right? Okay, that's one. The radical Islamists. If this economy implodes, which I believe it's going to implode, the radical Islamists are going to come out, and they're going to. We're going to be involved. We're going to be invoked into a religious war. This is no longer about race, my brother. This is about religion.
No. Of course it's not about race. It's really, really not about religion because, hey, the Muslims are doing what they normally do, just like, the Christians do what they normally do and what the Jewish people do what they normally do. We're all supposed to be together. That's what I'm saying.
I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. But that's not what's going down, my brother. Thank you so much for the call. 800-848-9222. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I got less than 20 minutes. I want to get more people on the air. Kathy in Brooklyn. What's poppin', Kathy?
Hey, Frankie, how you doing?
Good. We're having a spirited debate over here. I'm like, this is craziness,
Well,
the government is lying to us.
He's lying every time.
They're all lying. It's not just Obama. We got Hillary Clinton lying. John Kerry.
Yeah.
They're all lying to us.
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
And I'm a hater because I'm saying what's going down.
No, you know what? In one ear and out the other with that. You are not a hater. You're speaking any American who has half a brain.
Thank you, Kathy. You're so nice.
Really, Frankie.
So tell me, this is
what I want to talk about briefly. I'm going to talk fast because I know you're busy. But, this whole
not for you, honey. Go ahead.
This whole Ferguson thing, right?
Right.
So this is. I've been studying this thing right from the beginning, real carefully, and Obama. And it's clear to me several things. Obama hates America. He hates capitalism. He hates that America was the leader of the world. He wants to bring it down to be just another socialist, Marxist shit country. He's doing a goddamn good job too. And
unfortunately, you're right. Governor Keynes proved that. He said that the radical Islamists have increased their sphere of influence fourfold in front of the United States Congress. He testified in front of the United States Congress on the Obama policies. The radical Islamists have increased their sphere of influence fourfold.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I mean, he's spending money. We are trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars in debt. I mean, we already were. Obama has just spent like a drunken sailor. And, oh, yeah, he wants to give everybody 2 free years of college. Well, isn't that nice? Wouldn't we all love that? Who's paying for it, Frankie?
Exactly.
You and me.
Exactly.
You and me. I mean, really? But he placates those types of people who are going to take, because those are the people who are going to vote Democratic. But anyway, this is about Ferguson. So, the conquering divides the thing. You make your people weak. He wants to weaken the country. You make the people weak. And it is my belief, beyond any reasonable doubt, he, Holder, and Sharpton, and whoever else is on their team, this was calculated. They were waiting. They were planning on how to create racial trouble, and of course they hate cops, and they were waiting for any incident at that particular time. They were ready to do it that involved a white cop shooting a black defendant.
And it really is unfortunate because these are multiracial. There's black cops, there's Hispanic cops, there's Asian cops.
They don't matter. There's plenty of shootings that have happened.
Kathy, you're 100% right.
No, they don't care. They pick this case, even though the facts of this case, you would think, for their argument was so weak because the guy was a thug. He tried to take this cop's gun away. He never said, hands up, don't shoot. What he said was, you don't have the balls to shoot me, you're a pussy. I mean, that's the truth.
Let's try to clean the language up a little bit.
I am directly quoting.
Kathy, thank you so much for the call. You're 100% right. I'm going to have to move on this because I want to stay on the air. We got to watch our language over here. 800-848-9222. Let's take another caller. Kathy was right. A lot of things, but unfortunately, she got a little dirty on me, and I Who we got popping over here? Tony in Bay Ridge. What's popping, Tony?
Hello, Frankie.
What's going on, my brother?
Got a question for you.
Go ahead.
Can you imagine an American administration holding talks and negotiations with a foreign government at the same time that foreign government is practicing to attack the United States?
That's the whole point, my brother. God bless you.
Did that ever happen before?
I don't know.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, December 7th, 1941.
Wow, Pearl Harbor.
And now,
wow.
What are we having?
Wow.
This nut job Obama,
Great point.
Hussein, is having negotiations with a foreign hostile government that has outright said they want to attack us and our allies. At the same time, they're holding mock attacks on U.S. carriers. Can you imagine
Unbelievable, my brother. Great call.
And
unbelievable.
These people are sheeple that are still standing by this guy. You can't convince them. They're brainwashed.
We're going to convince them because people like you calling up over here and telling us this great stuff. This is what we're talking about. Thank you so much for the call.
You're welcome, Frank.
God bless you. I watch a video. I go to church. I pray. I'm a Christian. I go, Jesus Christ. I'm a Christian man. I love Christ. The Sermon on the Mount, love thy neighbor, turn the other cheek. I listen to my pastor and the homily. Then I go online. I look at a video. The Ayatollah in the mosque. I guess that's their weekly visit to the mosque. They listen to the Ayatollah in Iran. The next thing I hear, debt to Israel, debt to America. Obama's taking sanctions away, giving Iran money. And then we're going to enrich Iran, let them have the nuclear bomb. Are you kidding me? 800-848-9222. Send them in, my brother. Let's make this happen over here. 12 minutes left. 77 WABC, where New York comes to talk. Pete in Manhattan. What's poppin', Petey?
Hey, yeah, I don't agree with you, but I think you're amusing. Now, one thing I must say...
You think I'm amusing?
Yeah, now listen to me.
Well, let me ask you.
Wait, I'm not trying to fight you. I just want to... Wait. Hey, give me a chance, all right?
Of course.
Okay, dig this. What I'm trying to say is that I find it weird that Americans are going to a foreign enemy,
right,
to plead their case. Why didn't they go to the president? Why don't they?
Whoa. Wait a second. This is the Congress. This is the
but the Ayatollah has nothing to do with Congress.
This is the biggest legislative body in the world.
Yeah, but they went to the enemy to cry.
No, they didn't. They just told the enemy.
Frankie,
they
please,
put the enemy on notice.
Let me say this, Frankie, please.
Go ahead.
If you got in a fight with me or you had a beef with me, would you go to my mother to tell her that I was trying to beat you up, or would you defend yourself?
My brother, they are defending the United States Constitution, something that the Obama administration knows nothing about.
You know what we need? We need more men in this country. We got to bring... I didn't go into service, and half those guys probably didn't go into service, so we have no real attachment to the value of having any type of sovereignty. And let me give you one point. Israel's been trying to start a war for the last 4 years with Iran, and they're trying to push us into it. And
my brother, I'm going to stop it there.
All right, be good.
Thank you for the call. You're entitled to your opinion. I'm going to agree to disagree with you. I'm pro-Israel. I want Israel to drop a bomb on the nuclear weapons in Iran. That's what I want them to do. 800-848-9222. Curtis in North Carolina. What's poppin', Curtis?
Well, I'm responding to the idea that the nuclear industry is interested in the Iranian smokescreen, and it is a smokescreen because, you know, what's good enough for us is solar and wind power. That's what's approved for Americans. They are trying to shut down everything else. So this idea that it's benign and okay to have Iranian nuclear power, give me a break. That's a lie.
Absolutely.
Okay, so this idea that they're behind this, they want to invest in
ridiculous
infrastructure and such, that's bogus. Anyway,
Thank you for the call. Anything else, my brother? You're right on point. Anything else? 800-848-9222. That was a great call, man. Too bad it fell through. Joyce in New York City. What's poppin', Joyce? This is the new age lady. listen, my lady, listen to me. Frankie Russo is going nuts over here at 77 WABC, okay?
Go normally nuts. Don't go nuts all the way.
It's 1:50 in the morning.
Yeah.
The Americans are coming. And I got some people calling me up telling me the 47 Republican United States Senators didn't do the right thing. Are you kidding me over here?
Frank, there's so much I would like to talk about, but right now I would like to recite this very short poem, a few lines that was published, and I recited it.
But what is it gonna? What does it have to do? Is this gonna help us solve this problem we got?
It has everything to do with this. Wait.
Joyce.
I recited on Teachers and Writers Collaborative, Poetry in the Morning. It's a few lines. Listen. Cruelty. You ready? Ready.
Hurry up! I want to get more callers on the air. Come on, Joyce.
Hold on.
You're killing me with these poetry
stuff. You condemn cruelty. You who didn't want any part of it. You watch it. You're part of it. It's so obvious your thoughts are part of it. You're getting a thrill out of it. You peacefully stand up. Do something.
God bless you. Thank you for the call. 800-848-9222. Send them in. Barry in New York. What's poppin', Barry?
Yeah, hello.
How you doing? What's going on?
I'm okay. It's Barry in Fort Lee, outside of New York City.
Nice. Fort Lee, New Jersey. Great place. What's going on?
I tuned in when that fellow a few callers ago was talking about they love Bibi so much, wanted to go to Israel, to this, that. It's absolutely absurd. I can't believe that intelligent people, particularly the president, can even consider what they're doing. It's Israel. Israel's our ally. Israel's the only democracy, the only Western civilization in the Middle East. But let's say we didn't care about Israel. Let's say we didn't, which we do. We are at risk. The whole world is at risk.
Imagine Iran with a nuclear weapon.
Are you kidding me? They should have blown up their nuclear facilities years ago.
Right. I don't know why Obama stands in the way with Bibi. I wish Bibi was the president, quite frankly.
Well, absolutely. And when the fellow said they don't even like him over there, that's irrelevant.
That's irrelevant. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Then they're stupid. We're at risk. The whole world and our way of life is at risk if they get a nuclear weapon.
Absolutely, my brother. Thank you so much for the call.
Sure.
Thank you, man. 800-848-9222. We're winding down with 6 minutes left. Greg in Central Valley. What's popping, Greg?
Let's see. A previous caller wanted us to give Obama a break. Okay. we started with a weak state senator that had numerous missed appearances, a questionable college background, unaccounted for thesis, and he gets elected.
Right?
Fine. We gave him a break. We passed a bill during his first term called Obamacare, and we had to pass it in order to know what was in it. It led to the destruction of jobs. He gets reelected. We gave him a break. He was unaccounted for during Benghazi. We gave him a break. How many more breaks can we possibly give this guy? Enough is enough.
Where are you from, my brother? What's your name?
Greg from Central Valley.
Greg, God bless you, Greg. You hit it right on point, man. It's about time the Americans are waking up. Thank you so much for the call, man. 800-848-9222. We're winding down 5 minutes left with the Frankie Russo Show. Roseanne in Staten Island. What's poppin', Rosie?
First of all, don't call me Rosie. You don't know me that well.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought I knew you.
Secondly, did you go to school?
Pardon?
You sound as though you never saw the inside of a classroom. You're loud, you're brash.
Thank you.
Your vocabulary, everybody's your brother.
Thank you.
Why don't you speak like a normal person? Drop the act. Just drop the
Rosie,
act.
thank you so much for the call. God bless you. You're entitled to your opinion. This is the Frankie Russo Show.
My opinion is
You're
I'm
entitled to
amazed that you even got a talk show.
You're entitled to your opinion. Thank you so much for the call. 800-848-9222. This is the Frankie Russo Show. And I'm going to be Frankie Russo.
Frankie!
What's poppin', kid? Tell me, baby,
Bronx,
what's going on?
Frankie. Got 2 bumper stickers for you.
Let me
First
hear.
one says, pants up, don't loot.
I love it. My son sent that to me from D.C. Pants up, don't loot.
Thank
and
you.
The other one is I'm behind a van, and it says, driver of this vehicle does not carry cash. He's married. You like that? You got to keep your sense of humor at a time like this.
Absolutely, my brother.
And that guy made an interesting comment about we were conferencing with Japanese diplomats during the time they were bombing us.
Right? That was a great call, right?
My mom worked in the War Department, and she was sent there on the 5th of December, 1941. And 2 days later, she's in the Pentagon. They were still under construction. And when she came out of church on Sunday, everybody's talking about Pearl Harbor. No one ever heard of it. And the next day she comes into work, and everybody who was in civvies the week before was in uniform. She couldn't believe it.
Wow.
That's my little connection there.
God bless you, man. These Americans are coming out. You know, I feel like, you know, though economically we're not in a good position, and it's going to be a problem for us down the road.
We got to get control. I was a high school teacher for a year, and I quit. I didn't want to be a part of a travesty. But we really have to educate our voters.
There you go, my brother. And the education.
Like who says the great uninformed voters? I forgot one of the talk show hosts. And it's true. They're not informed. You talk to these young people. You know, thank God I got a boy that works in the Department of Defense. He's up on the...
Wow.
Most people don't know
Did you go
anything.
to Georgetown? You go to Georgetown?
My son, yeah, he works for...
Did he go to Georgetown University?
No, not Georgetown. No, he's a law graduate.
Wow, God bless him. My brother.
But he says he doesn't want to be a lawyer. He'd rather set his hair on fire and put it out with an ice pick. I said, what?
Thank you so much for the call, man.
Take
Great
care,
call.
Frankie.
Thank you, man. 800-848-9222. We'll wind it down. Darren in North Carolina. What's poppin', Darren? You there? You might be there.
Hey, man, how you?
What's going? Beautiful, my brother. What's going on with you?
Well, I got a prediction, but I don't want to make anybody mad. I think.
No, you're entitled to your opinion. This is America.
I think Hillary's done crapped in the bed. She's not going to run, and I think Obama's going to be a 3-term president. What do you think?
Oh my God, are you for real? You really think that's going to happen?
I tell you what.
Why do you say that?
I think they're going to bring the race card up back to FDR and say he did it. Why can't we?
That's unfortunate. You know, the race situation is a subterfuge to what's really going on. Unfortunately, they keep the people divided. They're able to do what they want. If the people ever got together, all races, it'd be a different ball game. Unfortunately, the politicians got their way.
You are exactly right. We need to get rid of the hyphens and just be all American.
Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. Because you know something? White Americans are not the only ones that fought for this country.
You're exactly right.
Right? Am I right or wrong?
We've all got a place, man.
Right? That's what I'm talking about. I love this call. Thank you for the call. I got a minute left. God bless you. 800-848-9222. Send it in. Tommy in Manhattan. What's poppin',
What's up,
Tommy?
brother? Listen, thank God Israel is not going to make the same mistake China made with North Korea. China could have stopped North Korea from having a bomb. Now they have a madman holding them hostage.
It's craziness.
Okay, China's held hostage to North Korea. So they used to just enable North Korea's tantrums. Now they're held hostage to it. Thank God they have Bibi Netanyahu. And it's obvious that Obama sympathizes with the enemy.
Right, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's obvious. Anybody can see that. So, you know, to the callers who don't understand that, you know, they sympathize with them too.
Absolutely. Thank you for the call, my brother. This is the Frankie Russo Show. Can't keep up with this. You can't, no way. I'll see you in the future.